It's only one of my triumphs.
Backgammon is a dramatic game. Where do you think the most drama lies?
You have to take a lot of risks, and every roll the games can turn around. It's a very, very exciting sport. You can't think of anything that's more exciting, which I think when you go over and see these tapes, and these games turn around and turn around again, and you never know what the outcome is going to be. It's not only intellectually challenging, but it's fascinating, and it's a very, very exciting game. So that's why, if you haven't played, you should take it up, especially, with these enormous amounts of money on the line here. And the game is actually very deep. The top players in the world still make many big mistakes when they play. You have to be willing to take risks to win. Just playing conservative does not hack it. You have to be willing to know it's a game of calculated risk. Okay, without going into the strategy, you can't win by sort of being conservative, and you can't win just by counting shots and playing safe. You have to take a lot of risks, and knowing when and how to take those risks is one way of thinking of what the game is sort of about.
You have a few eccentricities, Paul. Why do you wear 2 watches?
Eccentricity? No, I need this because I'm actually a conservative guy. You can believe that or not, as you wish. And like when you go to the moon, they have redundant systems. So I'm so conservative that if one of the watches just happened to fail, then the other one is still going. So no matter what, I'll always know the right time.
The time has come to get this game underway. Right behind me, the board is being set and our players are preparing for the match of their lives. Jesse is with them now to get a few final words before they begin.
Lasse Madsen, congratulations on being in the final. Tell me how you feel right now.
I feel great. It's a nice day and it's a nice final to be in.
Were you able to sleep last night?
Yeah, well, I didn't sleep that long, but then again, I didn't do any of the days here because of the jet lag, I think.
Will stamina be an issue in a long match like this?
Absolutely, yes. It's a good thing to be in good shape.
What do you know about your opponent?
Nothing. He's from Germany, they say, so that's it.
Andreas, are you surprised to be at the final?
Yeah, a little bit. So I have not much experience in the last 3 years, so I switched more to poker, so I'm a little bit surprised that I'm come to the final here, because there are many very strong players. So
Backgammon is played on a board consisting of 24 narrow triangles called points. The board is divided into 4 quadrants, each player's home and outer boards. These are separated from each other by a ridge down the center called the bar. The point furthest away for one player is their 24 point, and it is also their opponent's 1 point. At the start of a game, each player has 15 checkers of his own color, 2 on his 24 point, 5 on the 13 point, 3 on the 8 point, and 5 on the 6 point. Each player uses 2 dice. A doubling cube with the numerals 2 to 64 is used to raise the stakes of the game. The object of the game is to bear all your checkers off before your opponent. They cannot start to do this until all checkers are in their home board.
Let's get you up to speed on some backgammon jargon.
Prime, when consecutive points are occupied by the same player blocking an opponent's men. Builder, a checker that is within 6 pips of and can be used beneficially to make a vacant or slotted point. Anchor, an anchor is a point you occupy in your opponent's inner board. Enter, to move from the bar into the opponent's home board, the opposite of fan. To fail to enter, sometimes also called dance.
This is Howard Markovich welcoming the players, the finalists of the first ever $1 million backgammon tournament. Lasse Madsen on the left, Andreas Martens of Germany on the right, playing to 23 points.
We're picking up at game 8. Early on, Madsen had a lead. I think he ran out to a 6-0, 6-1 lead. But Marsden has closed the gap and has now taken the lead at 8-6. And we're joining the action here in game number 8.
Little has happened so far. Quite often, people don't always get the perfect opening rolls. What you see is slotting, splitting, creating more opportunities to make those key points early on.
And here Mertens has a 5-2 and hits, sending Madsen to the bar. Madsen would like to come in with a 5 to secure an anchor, but can't. He's got 2-6. It's an awkward roll. Julian?
Yeah, there aren't really many options. Slotting, the old adage of if you can't find what to do, put it where you want it to be, is reasonable here.
That's what he's done, but he's been hit by 6-3. He'll hit with a 6, and now rather than keep going to play safe, which a beginner might do, he hits a second checker. He goes for the whole thing. Come out and then hit again.
Absolutely. The importance of the second man on the bar minimizes the return shots on his own 5 point. It actually reduces the chance of being hit, not increases.
But Madsen has rolled a 5-1, an excellent shot. Both checkers come in, sends Mertens back again, and around we go. This time 3-6. forced in with a 3, and he really has no good 6. So he puts a checker where it'll do him the most good. He really doesn't have much choice. There's loose blots everywhere.
That's right. I think the 6 here is good as well. It duplicates Red's 4s. He'd like to hit him, but he'd rather make his own 5-point. So the 4 actually is less exposed than it appears.
Well, 5-1, this doesn't do. It doesn't make an anchor, doesn't hit the man off the 9-point. It does hit on his bar point. It'll almost certainly, well, he's looking at hitting
hit
2 now. This is a bold move. Now, if this doesn't work, it could really explode on him.
Yes, it's a bold play. Double 3.
Double 3s. Oh my goodness! Right here with $1 million on the line, he rolls his absolute best number.
This is critical. So often in bigger games, a lucky double that hits and covers can turn a game around in one roll.
Well, Madsen got back in with 4-1. He's got both checkers in, but is it enough?
He's not going to be rolling. He's going to be
Mertens is doubled. Mertens is doubled. Can he take?
This is a tough take, and he didn't think for more than 7 milliseconds.
Right, and then Madsen passed. So Mertens has taken the lead 9-6. He's moving the little score card there. I really like those things. And now we're moving into game number 9 with Mertens leading 9-6.
Remember, these guys are playing for $744,000. The winner will take home $600,000. The runner-up $144,000. Both of these players qualified online.
Okay, the game started in a usual sort of way. 2-1, brought a builder down and slotted. Then it was hit back with 4-2. Notice it was more important to hit than to build a 4-point, which is a standard play with 4-2. And now with 2-1 the other way, they keep hitting and hitting back again, fighting for the 5-point.
This is a common theme in the early stage. Each player hitting, slotting, and fighting for those key points of 5 and 7, whilst their opponent doesn't have a strong inner board.
Right, exactly. Now here, the fight is over for the time being, as Mertens comes in with a 4-2, and instead of continuing the fight on one side, secures an advanced anchor. That's his opponent's 21 point. 2 checkers on his 21 point gives him a chance to keep playing almost no matter what happens.
It gives him some degree of control of the outer board. It's defensive in case he has to come in. And as you've seen now, it allows to attack that outer board from the 21 point, as Kent said.
Okay, now back the other way with 4-1, which does, he has a choice of coming in with the 1, which leaves his checkers far back, and hitting, which is what he's looking at, and it's what he's doing.
I think he could maybe have thought again. There might have been an alternate, maybe just coming in on the 21 and moving up to 23. He's been sent back to the bar. He's now looking at 3 men back. His position in the race has gone now to trailing by about 30 pips, although the race at this stage is far less important than the position.
Whoa, but he's come back with double 4s. He comes in, he builds his own 4-point, sending his opponent to the bar, spends 1 more checker to diversify his back men to try to either build an anchor or control the outfield.
Just as he did with the double 3s in game 8, another fantastic double from the bar turns the game around in one move.
Now, back comes Madsen with a 4-1 and slots his opponent's 5-point, and there's really no builders over there to attack it.
That's a great return there from Martens. He now has his own 4-point and his opponent's 5-point.
Right, Madsen now is struggling to make his opponent's 5-point, which he's done. Now this game is now secure for both players. There'll be a lot of shuffling and jockeying, try to build blocking points. It's not going to be a race for a long time, and there's not going to be any closeouts, nor, you'll notice if you look around, neither side can really build a terribly good blockade. They'll be just sort of focusing with gentle moves for a while here, hoping for a break or a lucky doubles which allows them to move forward.
Yes, and even though Madsen appears on the screen to have a significant lead in the race just isn't important. Those 2 red checkers back on the 24-point, they're going to cause trouble for Black for quite some time to come.
Right, they can get in Black's way. They can also just be used to move around and buy time, as you'll see the checkers go round and round and round, waiting for something critical to happen. If you watch the graphic, I think you look at it, it's 50%, 50%. This is a very even game. The pip count means almost nothing as we wait and see either who escapes and who ends up sitting back waiting for a shot. Right now, they both have advanced anchors. They both can do sort of whatever they want.
This is interesting now. Should Red abandon the 5-point, making the bar? Well, it's what he's looking at by the look. No. He's going to stay on the 5, is he? He's going to stay on his 5-point and just move up, yeah.
Well, you don't want to make both, although we didn't have a choice there.
Yeah.
5-4 for Mertens.